Good day to all. Welcome to this course, Cellular Concept. What is the objective of this course? We understand the legacy of the mobile communication, then move towards the cellular concept. What is the cell and what is its coverage? Then frequency reuse and what is the cluster. All these things we will discuss in this course of cellular technology. In mobile communication, we can see here in the legacy system, a single high power base station is there as per the bandwidth for each users. Coverage was the main goal previously, like quite similar to a TV broadcast system. What is the main problem of this TV broadcast system? It is a low capacity, limited number of channel. It covers a larger area, sometimes whole city or one tower covers. And why the low capacity? Because it covers whole the city, but the channels carriers are limited in the network because of less availability of the spectrum, because of the spectrum scarcity. Then what was the solution? Solution is cellular network, right? What is the cellular network? Now, previously it was the coverage is the main goal, but now in the cellular network, capacity is now one of the important goal. In place of high power TX is replaced by the several small lower power TX base station, right? And each lower power TX has a portion of total spectrum what is available to the operator. And this lower power base station covers all the city, right? With the help of frequency reuse, all the spectrums given to each cell so that the capacity can be increased. We look like that, na? Legacy system one base stations covers a larger area, na? Whereas in this system, smaller power base stations covers all the city, but we can allocate a higher bandwidth to each base stations, right? With the help of frequency reuse. With the help of frequency reuse. Here we can see the frequency reuse. What is the advantage of frequency reuse? It is a better spectrum utilization at the cost of co-channel interference, because we are reusing the frequency after the some distance. That's why there should be the co-channel interference, but it is a controlled interference because we have to plan in such a way that that is the lowest interference should be there in the network, right? And what is the cluster? Cluster is a set of cells in which each cells having the different frequency. Each cells having the different frequency. Now in this mobile communication, we can see here the cell coverage like a hexagonal cell model, that is the cellular model. And right hand side we can see here the cellular grid model for the coverage area of a whole city. We can see here the number of base stations is installed with the lower power base station, but having the full spectrum bandwidth allocated to base station to increase the capacity, right? In place of high TX power and more coverage, we have to cover whole the city by giving the all the bandwidth to the single user, but lesser power, right? And reuse the same frequency after the some distance. The maximum power, because of limitation of also the maximum power is limited due to human health protection and battery consumption of UE as well as base station. And also It is a regulatory restriction also is there. You cannot transmit and more power from the base station origin to improve the coverage. We have to come across the cellular concept to cover all the area of the mobile network area. This is a real antenna in the system. You can see here the one base stations. Normally it is a three sectors base station deploying in Indian scenario. Now sector A, sector B, and sector C. It is known as the tri-sector co-sited macro cells. Right. And what are the antenna used in the real antenna in the mobile communication? All the antenna use actually a half wave dipole antenna, cross polar half wave dipole antenna. The wavelength of the dipole antenna is the lambda by 2. What is the frequencies of spectrum we are using for propagation of the channel? Thank you to all for this course, and